it's mostly not the toxicity or the politics of X. It's the AI usage, the just general noise and bots and sort of garbage in the feed now of X. It's their inability to basically, manage the platform well that is making most users go, I just got to get out of here, right? And Bluesky is really interesting. It's one of the underreported things is that Bluesky is part of, is one of the, we talked about this when NFTs and crypto and the Fediverse was going to become like this new thing. Bluesky was there for that. Bluesky is still there for that, for the Fediverse. One of the cool things is about Bluesky is, it's very open and you can sort of get yourself a check mark if you want. But the way you get yourself a check mark is that you have your username be your domain name, right? So, like New York Times, their handle on Bluesky is newyorktimes.com. And I did the same thing when I got on. First thing I did was I sort of made one of my domains, my personal domains, my handle. So my handle is robertrose.me, which I've owned for a long time. And so you can get that level of authenticity there in terms of, the who's who. And having been there now for 3 weeks, I can tell you it's wildly active. It feels very much like, and I know I said this about Threads and everybody said this about Threads maybe 6 months ago, was it feels very much like Twitter in circa 2009, 2010. But it feels Bluesky feels even more like that because it's very open and your feed is your feed. It's not algorithmic. Basically, you don't see those you don't follow. And so
interesting.
That takes a little longer to deal with because you got to actually go find your people and you got to find your, and so there are people out there curating lists and all that kind of stuff. And so you can, there's some really interesting features there that keep things.
Do I need to sign up?
You do. You definitely
do. I have to do.
You don't
I was
have
hoping
to.
I didn't have to.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
You just said I have to.
I'm finding I'm way more on Bluesky now than I am on Threads. Threads was fun for a while, but I'm finding now that Threads is sort of like not all that engaging to me. And it just could be because of the traffic levels. I also sort of forget Threads very much like I forget Instagram. Like I'm not a big Instagram user, but Bluesky reminds me very much of the early days of Twitter and where there's fun, there's people talking, there's marketing going on, there's business happening. It's microblogging is a thing again, right? So
I'll consider it.